Okay, let's see, number 4. I will get 2 equals the cube root of 2x minus 9 under this cube root, and then minus 1 outside the cube root. All right, I just want to remind you that even if the x or the cube root or the square root is on the right-hand side, it doesn't matter which side it's on. Okay, you're still just trying to get everything away from the x over here, the variable. So since this minus 1 is outside of the root, I need to undo that first. So to undo minus 1, I'm going to add 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Three equals the cube root of 2x minus 9. Okay, now that I've removed everything from the outside, I'm going to cube both sides. Okay, I've got to get rid of the cube root. 3 cubed is 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. And this leaves me with just 2x minus 9 over here, right? Because I got rid of the cube root. Then I'm just going to solve like this is just a normal two-step equation from Algebra 1. Add 9. That gives me 36 equals 2x. Then last, I'll divide by 2. 36 divided by 2 is 18. All right, x equals 18 will be my answer on that one. Let's see, it's pretty simple. All right, the one curveball is the radicals, the roots, but again, you know the opposite of that is squaring or cubing or whatever the root is, doing that to the other side. So it shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, number 5 is 2 times the cube root of 13x minus 5 plus 7 equals 17. 2 times the cube root of 13x minus 5 plus 7 equals 17. Okay, so now remember, we have more than one thing outside of the square root, right? The 2 and the plus 7. Which one should we move first? I would say minus 7. Okay, just like normal solving, we'll undo adding and subtracting first and then undo multiplying second. Okay, so subtract 7 on both sides. I'm just going to bring down the 2 cube root of 13x minus 5, and 17 minus 7 is 10. Then what do? I'm going to divide by this 2, right? That's kind of what we did on number 3. It's like we started at this step on number 3. I'm going to divide by 2. And that gives me cube root of 13x minus 5 equals 10 divided by 2, 5. Then, now everything is stuck inside this cube root, so I'm going to have to cube both sides. All right, we should know what 5 cubed is by now, but if you don't, you may put it in your calculator. Okay, I get 13x minus 5 broken out of there. 5 cubed is what? 5 times 5 times 5, 125. Then I'm going to add 5. $125 plus 5 is 130. And last, I'm going to divide by 13. What is 130 divided by 13? 10. right, there you go on that one. And we have one more problem left, okay? I'm going to go ahead and flip it onto the next page. We have one more problem left. Remember, if you didn't catch this or I go too fast, you can always go back and watch the video. It's the Google Classroom is 6EFIC4, okay? And go back, you can go back and watch the video again if you didn't catch something. Okay, there's no stopping you. No reason why you couldn't do that, just to make yourself understand it better. Or if you look at your notes and you're like, this doesn't really make sense to me. Or a lot of people say, well, I get it when you're teaching class, but when I do it on my own, I don't get it. Well, go back and watch the video again. That's why I take the videos, so that you can watch it again and understand better if you need to. Okay, I teach this class 6 times. Okay, so I do this stuff 6 times. So of course I understand it because I've practiced it a lot, right? You're only in one Algebra 2 class, right? So, I mean, even it works for me to repeat the information. Okay, last problem is going to be 1/4 times cube root of 4x. Sorry, I got a little bit excited there. Minus 1 equals 1. Okay, only 4x is underneath the cube root here. So I'm going to just wipe this out a little bit. There you go.